I think the way things move and flow, I know the way things move and flow in your family are just different from mine. We don't have those worries. We have our interactions in my family are less complicated. It's just if this is your partner, they're here. There's no ill feelings. There's no nothing. Everybody's here.
There's no ill feelings in my family as well. But what I'm saying is,
I think she was saying that I'm ugly.
Oh, we don't know that's not true. She wasn't talking about you.
It doesn't matter. But I might be ugly to her because we just said that women only find 20% of all the men they ever see in life attractive.
Let me tell you something. You are a 6'6" dude, and you're 6'5". You make 6 figures. What I'm saying is, there's nothing. There's nothing.
But a woman,
you're that top 2% that people are looking for.
Well, that you were. But here's the thing.
No, I wasn't even looking for you.
So, that's fine. But you're not for me, I'm not for you. Good, no problem.
Well, it's good for me, so.
You're perfect for me.
You're perfect for me.
I have.
And I don't need to be good for anybody else.
Yeah, I have a woman, so I only need one to like me anyway, so it's cool.
It just makes me want to rub myself like that.
Do that. I'll do it.
Just like this.
I'll do it later.
Podcast is over. Hey, there is someone, and I actually would like to hear.
Hear what?
There's a girl, I would like to actually see you on live.
Why?
You said Von By. And I would like to know why you said that. Because he did not say anything egregious. He did not say anything nefarious.
There's not even a profile pic on that person.
Okay, let's see.
That's a troll.
Let's see. But I would like to know why, especially.
Why do you care?
But only because there was nothing negative you said.
Maybe they have enough guts to actually answer you, but most people like.
But maybe they won't.
No, most people just want to cause trouble and run and hide. But that person doesn't have a pro.
Sometimes I want to know these answers sometimes.
Why?
But if you are bold enough to say these comments, I think you should be bold enough to stand behind what you say.
Yeah, but cowards don't do that, sweetheart. That's the definition of a coward. They don't face people head on.
But
no profile picture, nothing going on in their life.
But it's important to call people out.
What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Team News. I had to be fair. When I posted an Instagram live about Tawanda and her fiance, it started with them giving each other compliments. Her telling him how handsome he looked, he giving her compliments on her skin, and telling her how beautiful she looks, okay? Also, they had some hilarious moments in there, just showing you that it's not always about let me come on live and defend and all of that. These people are human beings. They have their normal lives outside of reality TV and all of that. So I'm doing the same thing here. Trina and her husband having their moment. You're perfect for me. No, you're perfect for me. I'm going to rub you later. Trina then having a reaction. I had to just laugh. She's silly. Someone calling her husband ugly and Trina stepping in and defending her husband and vice versa. I just had to show that side and not just cut straight to Trina clapping back at a troll. Trina husband not allowing her to speak and they're going back and forth. We only get to see a few moments of their lives on these different platforms, and I completely understand. If you put it out there, then you have to understand what comes with it. I get it, but this is live. This is not a TV show where I'm going to crop and edit and all of that. So I just had to give you almost 3 minutes at the beginning of certain things that happened in this Instagram live. And now let's go ahead and add context. What happened that led someone to call Trina husband ugly, even though nothing should ever lead you to that moment where you feel the need to call someone ugly? What else happened that led to other moments? And then Trina said something about the episode, and then people going on Instagram lives after and talking. Trina and her husband and Tawanda and her fiance are the only 2 people and couples from the show that goes on Instagram live. Tamar is a friend of the show, like she said. And then Toni Braxton is not going on Instagram Live, the legend, okay? So people thought that talking about her sister Towanda, but it could be about Kevin Sr., because he also goes on Instagram Live. But who knows? Anyways, let's get into it, and you can all make your own, whatever you want to make of it, of what Trina had to say about the episode. We'll be cutting out some parts where I feel like, okay, they're not really talking about anything important, but let's go ahead and get into it.
And
hey, Sonia.
Tonight, we're going to do something really different. We're going to take some questions tonight.
We are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I actually read some of my DMs and people that they have some questions that...
Yeah, you read your DMs?
I did.
Wow.
Only got to like a few of them and it was just like...
I've never seen you read any of them. Nice.
Well, because some people are just out of order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to kind of sift through... You know what I mean? And you don't have a moderator for your DMs. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's true.
So you have to kind of sift through. So anyway, yet again, welcome to Clips and Cocktails. We are on season 1 of the Braxtons, episode 6. Mm-hmm. There are 2 more after tonight. And of course, you guys can always rewatch on All Black. And there are always reruns being played on WeTV.
Yeah.
So we welcome you guys. Welcome our IG watchers. We welcome our YouTube watchers. We welcome our subscribers and our members. And thank you guys for being a part of tonight. So, with that being said, there's a lot to discuss tonight from the show. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of things covered. From Toni being a helicopter mom.
Well,
with them.
I know you're not talking.
I am talking. I didn't do it on television. I did.
You didn't do the axe throwing?
I did. I can't see you on here.
Oh, okay.
Just came back up a little bit so I can see you. I like to see you.
You can see me.
I like the way you look.
Well, you can see.
I love the beard. That's my favorite. Anyway, we watched that. We saw Tamara with Carlos King. Yes. We saw little Kevin going through a lot. I refuse to speak but so much on little Kevin because he has his own story to tell, and I don't think that...
There's nothing to say. We just pray for him.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't have any opinion on anything. I just pray for him.
And then, long story short, too late. Toni Braxton. You were first on our list right now, being a helicopter mom. Now, we all know that Denim and Diesel, very, 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 very talented young man. But he wanted to do his photo shoot by himself. He didn't want you to be part of his photo shoot. Y'all have enough photo shoots as mother and son. He specifically said, did he or did he not? He said, being the son of Toni Braxton holds a lot of weight, but he wants that name Denim Braxton to hold a lot of weight. And he can do it by himself. He's extremely handsome. He's tall. He makes an amazing model.
He's a good kid.
He has been on, runways in Milan and different parts of the world. And we're very proud of you, Danny, by the way. Yes. But I understand what it's like to kind of let go of the reins. I do. I have 2 young men myself.
You said you know how to do it?
It's tough to let go of the reins when you're a mom.
I said so you know how to do it. I haven't seen you do it.
I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress letting go of your children. First of all, it was... Okay, your children are the same ages as mine. Mm-hmm.
One in the middle.
And congratulations, Evan and Sarah. But it was still difficult for you to let go.
How?
It was difficult.
How so?
Because you still call them and tell them what they should and shouldn't do sometimes. Yeah, you can't tell them, you can't buy humbug that. I've seen that.
I'm not saying that that's not true. But I don't hover over them. I make my opinion known. I leave those dudes alone. That's not true.
No, I never called you a helicopter dad. But I'm just saying it's hard to let go of.
Here's the thing. Let's go to something that makes more relevant sense. I won't say which one. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, it's been 2. 1.5. I've had one of my sons say he doesn't think he's going to have kids. One who's not sure. My son who got married.
I can't see you.
That's so fine.
I like to see you. I like the way you look.
But you can. You look right here. My one who just got married, he's definitely going to have kids. He and his wife are on the same page. But I told him that I thought it was a mistake. Same thing I said to your boys. I think it's a mistake not to be a parent, because to me it's the best job in the world. Toughest job in the world, but it's the best. But it's so hard. If you're not all in, there's no reason to do it. Because it's so, I mean, anybody that's a parent on here knows it's just so much, it's a lot of work. So,
Yes.
I don't want anybody, male or female, to be a parent that doesn't want to be, because there are too many nights where it's just too difficult. So
It's the hardest job you'll ever love. Being a parent is the most difficult job you'll ever love.
in life. So my point is that I don't badger them about that. I want grandbabies. Of course I do. But
somebody's from St. Louis.
Hey, nice to see you. But
From the Lou.
But I don't want them to have that be their final decision. But if they do, you can't be a parent if you don't want to do it. It's such a
Yeah, but you're a dad. You're a dad with boys. Tony and I, we are women with two boys.
okay.
You understand what I'm saying? It's different.
I mean, mother.
And then we were both divorced, and
Hold
then
on.
we were both
You don't
single
want,
moms.
You don't want grandkids more than I do. I want them just as badly as you do.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm telling you I do.
I was a parent before you were a parent. Oh, isn't that crazy? You're like 7 years older than I am. I was a parent before you were a parent, and our kids were the same age, but I was still a parent before you were a parent.
Your kid is
Wowzers. I just had like an epiphany.
Yeah, your son is 5 months older than mine.
So respect your elders. I've been a parent longer than you were a parent, so you have to listen.
I have more children than you, so you need to listen.
No, you have one extra.
That's right. So,
But we have all five together, so there you go.
But you don't want to be a grandparent more than me. But it's just, I don't know. You
You can't tell me that though.
Can't tell you what.
That you want to be a parent more than I do because
I said no. I didn't say that.
Grandparent.
I did not say that.
What'd you say?
I said you don't want to be a grandparent more than I do.
No, you can't. I do.
Okay, she's not understanding me, but it's okay.
I don't want to be a grandparent.
I didn't say that. You don't want it more than I do. I want to be a grandparent as much as you do. That's what I'm.
Okay, took me a second.
But anyway, you can't. I understand wanting to be there and all that, but you can't. There are things that I wanted to involve myself in Evan's wedding. I just didn't do it.
This wasn't a good choice.
Anyway, go back to Tony.
I was gonna live with it, huh?
Go back.
Anyway, you see, I don't know what that means when you put the wedding in just a question mark. What's the question?
His wedding, his son's wedding.
What about it?
He wants to talk about it? No, we can.
The experience.
Oh, okay. You put my sister circle hat on.
Go ahead.
So, Vaughn, what was your experience being a parent?
No, talk about what you felt at the wedding, not me. Don't ask me.
What did I feel
How'd
about
you
the
like
wedding?
it? Yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I thought Sarah was a lovely, lovely bride.
Mm-hmm.
Evan and Sarah complement each other
They do.
very well. However, I know the boys love me and I love the boys, but I, to a certain extent, didn't want to feel like I was in the way. Their mom, who was a very instrumental part of their lives, she was still there and she was still alive. And you understand what I'm saying? And I didn't want to overstep my boundary being, I hate that word step because like you're stepping on people.
Yeah.
Being the bonus mom and take away from, the excitement of their biological mother. You understand what I'm saying? I just didn't want to be all.
And I see the thing is that I think the way things move and flow, I know the way things move and flow in your family are just different from mine. We don't have those worries. It's like, and to my point, Evan texted me out of the blue and asked me if you had a good time at the wedding because he was thinking about it.
I had a blast.
They involved you in everything. Sarah,
They did.
Sarah
They
had
did.
you in her room before the wedding. I mean, so
That's absolutely true.
For you to say not to be, everybody wanted you there, and it's just we have our interactions in my family are less complicated. It's just if this is your partner, they're here. There's no ill feelings. There's no nothing. Everybody's here.
There are no ill feelings in my family
I'm not
as well.
talking
But
about
what
that.
I'm saying is,
That's what I'm saying.
I just did not want to overstep
There were
a boundary. That's all.
I'm telling you, there weren't any.
And I just want to be cognizant. That's all.
I'm just telling you, there
And
weren't
there's nothing wrong with that
any. Okay.
at all.
And that moment led to people leaving comments like, oh my goodness, he's throwing shade at your family. Stating facts is not shade. I understand that his delivery could be better, but in this case, there was nothing terrible about his delivery. They're having a conversation, and he was just making an example. Now, I understand if it's a sensitive subject, then maybe don't compare your family to her family on Instagram Live. I get it, but in this instance, they were having a conversation. He was just saying, no, my family deal with things this way compared to what I have witnessed in your family. So I didn't see the shade in it, but I do see how it could easily be misinterpreted. But we are still witnessing it. There were ill feelings because other people felt like, this person did me wrong. I feel abandoned here. This is happening, that happening, and we're witnessing it happen right now. We're also witnessing the lack of effective communication with the family. So he's just stating what he's been seeing, and he's saying that his family isn't that way. No, I don't think he was throwing shade or being mean or coming for her family. He was just stating what he's been seeing, and he's saying that his family is not that way, and that's that.
But with that being said, I have a question for you.
Okay.
At mommy's age, and I would never tell, she's 48 and holding, for the record.
But you're 49. Go ahead.
You didn't have to tell the world.
Everybody knows.
Oh, okay. So,
You're on Wikipedia.
do you think it's more difficult at mommy's age today?
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you feel like men of a certain age don't want a woman of a certain age? They want younger women, and if so, why? And if not, why not?
I don't know because
Cashews are delicious.
I've dated my own age, slightly older, about 2 years, and younger. I think you've got the biggest gap, But no, okay,
The one right before me was younger than I was.
by a month. But anyway, by a month, about 30 days. But I don't know. I mean, and so I consider age, but I consider life stage. Like, we could have been the same gap, but if you had a 6 and a 10-year-old, we wouldn't have worked. Because I that wasn't it. But that wouldn't be it for me. But I know. Okay, women want protection and security. Men want,
of course,
youth and beauty. So yeah, I think that I have a lot of friends in my age group that.
Okay, go ahead.
I know
They're saying you're talking too low.
I'm sorry. I think a lot of men my age, a lot of men in general, regardless of age, date younger. And my wife is 7 years younger than me, but I have some friends that are my age and they're dating chicks in their 30s, which is something that I would have no interest in. So I'm sure that there are guys that feel that way. And see, here's the problem.
Somebody said you were so fine.
Oh,
You're welcome.
thank you. Here's the problem with your life, with you and your family's life.
It's a very, whatever you're going to say, it's going to be a broad statement. Go ahead.
No, but it's true. So you guys can never know. Okay, like that guy that she went out with. Did he go out with her because he wanted to, or did he just want to be on TV?
No, well, Tony set them up.
Okay, so they knew it. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, so okay, Tony set that up.
Okay, so I'm saying in general, there's always this added layer of, does the person really like me, or are they just,
There's a possibility of that.
There's right, because for normal people, that's not anything I ever had to think of. Like the time that a person who's related to me found me because he did his ancestry DNA, and he lived in Georgia, and we had just started dating. We hadn't been dating very long, and so I said, hey, come meet my cousin. But she got upset because she thought that I was coming, I wanted to show...
it's not that much posturizing. It was just...
showcase you or something like that.
And the relationship that was in before.
Okay, right. I understand, but what I'm saying is when you got mad at me because you thought that I was gonna try to show you off, and I hadn't even told the dude who I was dating. It was just anyone that I was dating. I'd be like, hey, come with me to meet my cousin. But you thought it was something different, and it wasn't anything that ever crossed my mind, because I've never been in a relationship where that could have been an issue. So to me, I'm like, what are you talking about?
But it was based on a previous experience that I had.
Everybody's reactions are based on previous experience.
Right.
That's fine. But what I'm saying is that whereas that's something that you and your family live with every day, it's something that I've never heard of. So my point is that almost everything for y'all is hard.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
I told you I was right.
Whatevs. But I think the older person gets, the pool, kind of thins out. And then mommy, I'm not talking about your mommy. I love you, mommy.
She's picky.
I love you. But mommy is extremely picky. Like, you're an ex-basketball player. Your knees, there's nothing too bad with your knees, but your back's a little messed up.
Yeah, I broke it twice.
And, one knee is better than the other. But the thing is this.
That's the good one.
I don't think you'd be good enough to date my mother because you got a slight little limp.
I think, here's the thing.
Mommy wouldn't take you.
Here's the thing about that. First off, everybody's got something. Everybody, male and female, got something wrong at a certain age. But I think that the things that are, I can't speak for everybody. For me, the things that were important to me when I was younger, they're still important, but the things that were lesser important are more important now. They flip-flopped. So I think as you get older, you have to have some allowances for age and life experience, and you just have to be a little bit, in my estimation, you got to be a little bit more pliable, because having a staunch position on everything as you get older when you're dating, it may not work out, because nobody's going to fit. People don't fit into boxes. They just don't. Sometimes they fit in a box, they spill over the sides. Sometimes you put them in your box, they don't fill your box up. So you
double entendre there.
No, it wasn't. Oh man, that's not what I meant. But I'm just saying, you can't. People aren't. Nobody's perfect.
And these are moments like this when people do entirely too much. He's so focused in trying to complete his thought process because he doesn't want to end it. So even though Trina is laughing, making side comments, having a great time, he's not even breaking in between to acknowledge her jokes or whatever that's funny and laugh, because he feels like I have to make this point. And if I stop, I might lose my train of thought. So I have to land. Whatever I'm saying, have to land. So people were like, oh my God, he's so serious. He's just one of those people where, okay, she's laughing, she's having a great time, but I have to finish this point that I'm trying to make, So yeah.
As you get out, I have some guy friends that say some really crazy things to me, and I've told one of my friends, don't talk to me about dating anymore because you're an idiot and you deserve to be alone. He is. He's stupid. But, he's ridiculous. But some of the requirements that he has. And if a woman says this to me, I'm like, well, every woman says that, so you probably shouldn't date any women. You know, but anyway, I'm not going to get in that, but...
Do I know who he is? Make sure you
I'll tell
text
you,
it to me
I'm
so I
not
won't
telling
forget.
you now.
No, don't tell me now in front of me,
Yeah.
but text it to me so I'll know.
But for him, he has this level of fitness requirement for a woman. She's got to have the lines down the side of her stomach. She got to do this. And
How old is he?
I'm not going to say it how I said it to him. I'm like, your stomach's bigger than mine. Like, you are absolutely ridiculous. You asking for somebody for something you can't even give them. I'm like, don't even talk to me about dating anymore. You deserve to be alone. Just a complete idiot. But so if there are unrealistic men out there, there are unrealistic women out there. And
well, Mommy said that she wanted to make sure that a man had a bag, and Auntie Judge Maybelline said make sure it's not a colostomy bag.
well, that's true. I mean, but here's the thing. Yeah, because that's
they had a whole Golden Girl conversation.
That's an added level of, like, I wouldn't want to date a woman with a colostomy bag. Yeah.
I mean, if something happened to her, it would be completely different. But if it's for like,
yeah, that's that. But not initially. I'm gonna tell you, I met a really nice chick when I was young. I was probably 25, and to me, she checked off a lot of boxes, and she had a insulin pump. And okay, here's a prime example of things changing. At 25, that was a deal breaker to me because I just didn't want that kind of responsibility starting out. Now, meet the same type of woman now at 56 and she's got an insulin pump. It's not even anything I think about. Just make sure you have batteries and insulin and everything else. It would be a non-issue. So my point is that where things are important when you're younger, as you get older, things flip-flop will become the same. So I think you got to be reasonable and you got to be malleable.
I have a real question, Mr. Malleable. You know, women, they have a plethora of boxes they want checked. I would like to know what a male's list of boxes looks like.
I'm 56. Men's boxes.
Okay, for Marlboro.
Men's boxes start with aesthetics, beauty, body, things like that. We're visually driven. I had a woman say one time that men are unattractive until you get to know them, and women are attractive until you get to know them. And I think there's something there. It's like, because most women, we talked about this on one of our cooking shows, women only find 20% of all the men they ever see in life as attractive. So most men are just unattractive to women.
And I hate to cut you off, but here's the thing. If there is not an initial kind of attraction, what would make a person want to get to know you afterwards? Like, what makes, I mean, unless you work together and you're seeing each other every day, I'm not talking about those kinds of situations.
That's right.
I'm not talking about placements.
So on the street, you wouldn't, but you got to know him. Now he's got...
Right, no, that personality in him makes him more attractive.
That don't really
but
happen.
at hello, it's like...
That don't really happen for guys, baby.
It doesn't happen for women either.
No, I've seen a lot of... I have some females that I know, and there was some pretty horrid-looking dudes. But he's successful. He's a good dude. He's a good father.
Hi, Jeremiah.
He's super smart, whatever, but just, I'm like, chick, you could have done better. So, and I'm sure that, there are women that say that about, or men that say that about women too, but men almost never date a woman that they don't find physically attractive because we're driven that way. And everything else falls by the wayside if you're not attracted to someone. But I mean, pretty women are pretty easy to come by. It's all the other stuff that keeps a guy. But we start with...
Okay, what are those other things?
Okay.
That's an important question.
I have to speak for me.
But you have to... Wait.
Yeah.
While you have to speak for yourself, you have to speak candidly.
That's easy.
Even if Because people don't like you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So even if it's not a popular opinion, because what was his name? He passed away. God bless his soul. Kevin Samuel. I mean, he said things that made sense. However,
and when I told you about him, he says this, he says, you made all these judgments without ever hearing him. And the moment I said, just sit down and listen to 6 minutes, you're like, that's not so bad.
Well, a lot of them make sense, but just like that girl Pearl.
Yeah, Pearl.
She made a lot of sense as well. But when you actually sit and listen to the content of the conversation and not go in being offended,
right? You can't go in looking to be offended,
right? Because what's the saying? You look for S, you find S.
Yeah.
So, what say you without caring about public opinion?
About what?
We said conversation.
I know, but what part about it?
All of it. Pick one.
For me?
Yes, because there's so many categories. Pick one.
For me, intelligence is. I can't stand a dumb woman. I just like smart women. And I said that on a live one time, and some woman said, "Yeah, because you want an easy life." Well, yeah, a smart woman will make your life easier because she can help you. She can help you see things that you can't, because women have a different perspective in life.
Pretty Pasha 13, sending you some love, baby.
But intelligence. But that's just, it's book smart and street smart. I like a little bit of both. Gotta have common sense. You gotta have some utility.
Meaning?
You gotta be able to.
Everybody doesn't know what you mean by that.
You gotta be able to do something, like, not necessarily even have a talent, but you just have to, be like, okay, when I was thinking about whether or not we were going to make it, you know, I'm like a pretty grim thinking person. You know, if things fall out, we have no power. We gotta survive. You know, what skills does this person do? Well, this person has a ton of survival skills. You know, and you wouldn't expect it from a person like this, but you know, that was attractive to me. Your brain, your utility, I think one of the biggest things was your ability to understand. You started finishing my sentences quicker than any woman I've ever dated, and that's a compliment, but it's very hard because I'm a very weird thinking person. But you understood, so the fact that you could understand and deal with me was hugely attractive to me. But you gotta be kind, you gotta be feminine, you've gotta be hardworking, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient if you date me, because I'm a headache sometimes. But you gotta have a grasp of world issues. You can't just, the world is great. No, it's dangerous over there.
Wait, there's someone. There is someone, and I actually would like to hear.
Hear what?
There's a girl, your name is Patty. I would like to actually see you on live.
Wow.
You said Von By. And I would like to know why you said that. Because he did not say anything egregious. He did not say anything nefarious.
There's not even a profile pic on that person.
Okay, let's see.
That's a troll.
Let's see.
You won't be able to see it.
Okay.
But if I go on it, I can.
But I would like to know why, especially.
Why do you care?
But only because there was nothing negative you said about the dating pool. There's nothing that you said that was in any way or wise negatively connotated toward any.
I won't be able to see it as soon as
anyone.
But probably, I mean, here's the thing. Maybe they have enough guts to actually answer you. But most people like.
But maybe they won't.
No, most people just want to cause trouble and run and hide. But that person doesn't have a pro. Von ugly. Because you're ugly?
Oh, you're ugly. No one's ugly.
That's what she said.
First of all, Patty, no one's ugly. No one is ugly, and there's someone for everybody. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And there may be something about you, something about your smile, something about your personality that someone will absolutely fall in love with. So don't speak negatively about you. Don't speak negatively about us.
You know what?
Or about yourself.
Guess what letters are together on the keypad? I and you. She was probably talking about me.
No. She's talking about herself. I want to learn how to be a good woman, hopefully a wife
That's not
one
her.
day.
That's not
That's
her.
the same person.
No, it's not.
Or it's not?
No.
Oh.
Look, that's not the same person. I think she was saying that I'm ugly.
Oh,
But she
we
probably-
don't know that's not true. She wasn't talking about you.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
She said I. That was probably on purpose. But the reality of it is
Okay,
this.
Jen.
Okay. Yeah. I gave it more attention than I needed to. But the reality of it is this. Sometimes I want to know these answers sometimes.
Why?
But if you are bold enough to say these comments, I think you should be bold enough to stand behind what you say.
Yeah, but cowards don't do that, sweetheart. That's the definition of a coward. They don't face people head on.
But
They can't, no profile picture, nothing going on in their life.
But it's important to call people out. It's important to call people out on whatever it is they say. And I'm going to tell you something. Even on the show tonight, there were some things being said, and I won't say who, what, where, why, and how. Mm-hmm. There were some things that were said on the show. And just because it's your truth doesn't make it the truth. It may be the truth to you, but if you ask an opposing person, they will have something completely different to say.
You're true. Right.
But people,
That's true.
people only listen to who's talking. People only listen to whoever is talking. And a lot of times, it just makes more sense to not rebut. It makes more sense to not address because the situation becomes larger than it needs to be. And just because some people decide to put things in public forum doesn't mean you need to put it in there as well. And I'm not speaking to anybody specifically.
This is where people felt like Trina was being a hypocrite and that she was talking about Tawanda. Because Tawanda is defending herself and she brought positive reinforcement who said this is what Tracy wanted. It doesn't mean that what Tracy's husband did was wrong or he's lying. She was just saying, I'm not making this up. This is what Tracy wanted. And that's it. And she brought whoever she brought in to clarify and all of that. You're on Instagram Live with your husband and someone just said some things to him that you did not like. And instead of you just continuing to read a positive comment and move on, you decide to acknowledge that person and respond. So if you are reacting and responding because you're like, this is wrong, you don't get to come on here and leave disgusting comments towards my husband and I'm not going to defend him. Then if you can react that way because it's a normal thing for a human being to do, it's a normal reaction, that's exactly what your sister Tawanda is doing. Someone went on a public forum and said, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, this is a lie, that is a lie. And then she went on her own public forum and said, well, this happened and that happened. And then the public can decide who they want to believe, and that's it. Case closed, everyone move on, praying for healing. But people felt like they are the only two sisters out of the group that are coming on social media to promote the show. And of course, we have to acknowledge their man. Tawanda does it with her fiance. Trina is on here with her husband. Now I understand the circumstances are different. You want Tracy's soul to rest in peace. Like I said, you want peace, healing, and all of that. It's a sensitive subject. It's not the same as you being in a moment defending your husband. This is surrounding your sister, her legacy, her son, her ex-husband, all of that. So I get it. I'm just simply saying the same way how you had that natural reaction to clap back, respond and defend your husband on a public platform. That's the same natural reaction your sister had. Okay, I'm reviewing the show. Somebody said something. Well, let me go ahead and respond. But like I've always said, I'm wishing the entire family healing. Hopefully, they will all get to the point where they see what's important and let all the other petty ish go, especially the things that is already done and you can't change it, and allow their sister legacy to live on in a positive way. So please keep in mind that I said it's also possible that she wasn't talking about her sister Tawanda at all. But I was just giving my opinion just in case, because other people in the comment thought she was. It's possible she's not talking about her. It's just that they're the only two people that go on Instagram Live. But regardless, let's get back to the rest of what they had to say.
But hold on. But here's the thing. But I might be ugly to her because we just said that women only find 20% of all the men they ever see in life attractive.
Let me tell you something. You are a 666 dude, and you're 6'5". You make 6 figures. You.
Well, I hope so. There's a mic right here, bitch. Just be quiet.
But what I'm saying is, there is nothing. There's nothing.
But a woman, see the thing
You're that
is,
top 2% that people are looking for.
Well, that you were. But here's the thing.
No, I wasn't even looking for you. Because the guys that I dated, they were shorter. And so that's the ones that the ones that I'm married anyway. Because I didn't date a lot. But the ones that I married were 5'9" and shorter.
Yeah.
My 2 previous husbands were 5'9" and shorter. So I wasn't looking for you. You just kind of fell in my lap.
Don't even answer it. I'm just showing it to you. Don't say it. But anyway, but it shouldn't even, I mean, if you understand the science of how women work, it shouldn't even offend you if a woman says you're ugly, because they think that about 80% of the guys they see. So it's just not a big deal. So that's fine. But you're not for me, I'm not for you. Good, no problem.
But it's good for me. So
well, I mean, I have.
And I don't need to be good for anybody else.
Yeah, I have a woman, so I only need one to like me anyway. So it's cool.
It just makes me want to rub myself like that.
Do that. I'll do it.
Just like
I'll
this.
do it later.
Podcast is over.
We're drinking.
We gotta go.
Anyway, so go back into the episode.
What were we saying?
No, we got to talk about.
You made me lose my.
We got to talk about the rest of the episode.
Oh, what were we saying? What were we saying, baby?
You got the episode. Yeah, you gotta take some focus. The episode.
What was this?
I don't know. You know me. You know me.
What was I saying, Mike?
We were talking about relationships, but go back to.
Oh, okay, back to.
No, but go back to the episode.
Oh yeah, so I don't know how I feel about my mom dating.
Why?
Because I don't know if she's ever gonna find anybody better than her. She said she don't want anybody with a limp. She said she don't want a ball player because of his knees. She said she wants somebody that walks like Denzel. She said that she wants somebody that has a bag, but not a colostomy bag. She said, I mean, are there any left with some kind of ailment at that age group?
There's no one left on the planet that doesn't have something wrong with them, because we're all human. So everybody's got something wrong with them. So no, that perfect person doesn't exist. The closest thing, you're the closest thing to perfect for me. You're not a perfect person, but for me, that's about it. I mean, you got shortcomings, and we've discussed it, but when I think of what I want out of life, how I want to be treated, where I want to be in 10, 15, 20 years, you're perfect for me.
You're perfect for me. But Mommy says she doesn't even want a professor because he used too much of his brain up, so he probably has Alzheimer's. I've never heard of that in my life.
Actually,
Who says that?
But actually, that's the reverse. People that stop using their brains are typically, that's when dementia and Alzheimer's start to set in. So the more you active you stay, the better off you are. That's why they tell you to play brain games.
Yeah, and that's true. But Mommy's, I'm almost ready to call Mommy and ask her, well, Mommy, what are you looking for? Boom, 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 What are you looking for? Remember that Brat song?
I do, but
that's what I'm looking for.
Honestly, I wish your mom would find somebody.
I do. No, in all truth and honesty, I really honestly wish. Oh, Jesus, look, see, look.
Did you say I wishes?
No, I changed it.
No, you said I wishes.
I wish that she would find happiness with someone and not be alone and not be by herself.
Yeah, Lala Berry, keyboard thugs. Yeah, I call them keyboard
And
thugs.
I am going to say yes. Thank you guys.
I'll stop it. You can title it later.
Yes, I'll title it later.
Yeah.
I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.